Café. Ride with us every last Friday night of the month. Cruise the airwaves and savor the sound on Radio Café. A place where we vibe to the rhythms and savor the beats, from hidden gems to classic all-stars. On Radio Café. Kick back and enjoy the ride. Experience the flavor through sound. On Radio Café.
You are listening to Radio Café on Kpfa's 94.1 FM out of Berkeley. On the stage right now, we have Alwa Gordon. All right. There we go. All right, Alwa. So take the mic, man. Do what you do.
Awesome. Thank you, man. Shout out Kpfa. Shout out to the Bay Area. My name is Alwa Gordon. Tonight, I'm going to be playing you guys some songs off my latest album called Thanks for Waiting. Let's get right into it. Yeah, I think you guys are going to enjoy it. This first song is called Want It All. Yeah. A lot of my music is just like me telling my story about where I'm from, how I was raised, the things that I went through. And I feel like sometimes that's a better way to get to know someone, right? Just like through their music and through their experiences. Look. See, I never took advice. Look at me now. Couple misdemeanor charges in this felony crowd. Got the keys to success, man, they telling me how. But your words don't mean nothing, yes, you yelling them out. Man, I'm exhausted. But you know how a boss lives. Don't believe in God, ask Jesus what the cross did. Holding my heart, just know that I lost big and reap what I sow. Man, it's kinda like a cross stitch. Let it sink in, and my seat sinking. Left lane swerving, I'm certain the lights blinking. Knowing that I'm working, I'm focused on better things. Had me fighting through the pain for sake of the better dreams. Thinking how can I be free when I steal for the press? When I can get popped just because of how I dress. My daughter's too young, I wonder will she understand that if there's nothing more than another black man. Like shout out to America, middle class hysteria. Cops stay daring you like staring to this Derringer. Sight up on my back, born to be a target. Man, even if I'm rich, I will still be regardless. Hard as I'm working, still worth this as an artist. Searching for that truth to have you walking in the darkness. Remember when we slept on the floor of that apartment? I never knew a rose could grow from dirty carpets. Yeah, apologies for being negative. I took too many sedatives to balance out my life. Despite this night feeling heaven sent. Man, you know it's effortless. Who you know gon' F with this? They pulling out the stretcher quick. Let them rip, I hope they die now. And middle fingers up, cause kings never lie down. Define sound, we running with 5 rounds. I pray for anybody I clown when I ride around. Yeah, so be careful who you rockin' with. Speak truth and just watch how they acknowledge it. Bury all the hating for that love from accomplishment. A hard pill to swallow. Why you ducking all these hollow tips? I lost a couple friends, got killed over drugs. We watch a hammer drop like the jury and the judge. That's why I can't be always popping bottles in the club. Cause you can't be a prophet, putting profit over love. That's love. You know what I'm saying? I say you can't be a prophet, putting profit over love. That's love. No, you can't be a prophet, putting profit over love. That's love. Yeah. I know you can't be a prophet, putting profit over love. That's love. Yeah. And that's love. Hey, I like that one. That one's a lot of fun. This next song is called Loving Yourself, and it's just about the idea that no matter how much external love you may get, until you actually love yourself, you'll never be able to accept it, and it'll never be enough for you. So let's get into it. Yeah. My name is Alwa, by the way. I appreciate y'all tuning in, checking it out. It means a lot. Look, falling in love and loving yourself. Ay, the same feeling I'm feeling, I cannot help. Look, I know I'm trying, dying, flying into the clouds. And I've been driven, tired, burning while burning aloud. Used to have a lot of girls, never got attached though. Seen too many chicks creeping out the back though. Now I'm older and I understand the flaw. Man, never loving it all, like throwing rocks at the wall. Thinking, where did I go wrong? And Burn Slow is more than just a song. I'm writing it all along, like, no, I'm not perfect. I don't ever plan to be, I just know what it takes when you speaking candidly. Since I'm letting my soul bare, say it's no fair. Hit them hard enough in the chest and they got no air. Rappers claiming they cold players, they role players. They keep bragging, I keep laughing, it's so player. Like, please don't take offense. Yeah, when every love is not the main event. I'm about to switch gears, making money, making sense. Remember being cold as the latest tent. Remember being broke, no Mercedes Benz. Sometimes I'd rather make $1 million than just make amends. Sometimes I wanna get lost for the chase again. Make it fall apart just to put it in its place again. Yeah, and I don't need to be the best. Nah, I just need to take a rest. Can't stop now, clutching my beating chest. I had a dream, it was full of all that sex. Like young king did dumb things but unseen. No band, we lost plans but stayed clean. Lost boys up all night for new blood. Cops send you to heaven, I'm praying he don't choose us. Yeah, so don't tell me about no freedom. I got some questions for your God when I meet him. Some things happen but they'll never have a reason. They said they sold for some drugs on the weekend. I'm not a prophet or a preacher. Nah, this ain't a gospel in your speaker. I'm just a rapper with a message that's been left on red. Was 15 before I ever slept on beds. Yeah, never asking for no sympathy. My 16 about to turn into a symphony. Don't tell me you love me unless you sing for me. One-way trips, I'm headed to what was meant for me. Meanwhile, my city burning itself down. I'm not a hero, I don't think that I could help now. Pants coming off, loving the way the belt sound. Man, it's for every single time I ever felt down. Falling in love and loving yourself. Yeah, the same feeling I'm feeling, I cannot help. Look, I know I'm trying, dying, flying into the clouds. And I've been driving, tire burning while burning aloud. Used to have a lot of girls, never got attached though. Seen too many chicks creeping out the back door. Now I'm older and I understand the flaw. Never loving it all, like throwing rocks at the wall. Thinking, where did I go wrong? Where did I go wrong? Where did we go wrong? Where did I go wrong? Hey, Kpfa, we appreciate y'all tuning in, man. This next song is called Love or Loyalty. It's one of my favorite songs. It's one of the singles off the album, Thanks for Waiting. And the concept for the song is if you could only have one, love or loyalty from your partner, your person, your special person, what would you choose? Love or loyalty? We'll never know. Yeah. Normally we have the audience sing along, but I don't know if we can do it this time. If you're watching this at home, feel free to sing along to it. Hey, look, my name is Alwa, by the way, I appreciate you. Love or loyalty, most so separately. Concrete walls still carving out my effigy. Please don't F with me, trying to have inner peace. Look inside the mirror, now I'm staring at the enemy. Most lose innocence and never come back with it. I lost dreams, so on tracks I gotta snap a bit. Can't seek what you can't be, learn it over time. Water dreams with my tears go within the crime. Still wanna fly away, thinking about brighter days. Sometimes I think that happiness is just a fight away. Learn to be humble, can't mumble when I'm writing praise. Running like a license split, they tried to put my life away. Can't live behind bars, got too much at stake. Hitting home runs while I'm building home base. Look, nobody's safe except the case in the closet. Nobody's safe except the space in the coffin. They told me when my uncle died that it was God's plan. Man-made God, yo, I guess I'm not a God's man. Far from a prophet, I'm just walking through this lost land. Made it out the sand, that's anytime we cross plans. Probably hate it, I just needed more. I save a shot for me and more while killing that world tour. Look, my encore making re-up fast. Used to whip that Corolla with the beat up dash. Singing love or loyalty, most so separately. Love or loyalty, most so separately. Love or loyalty, most so separately. Concrete walls still carving out my effigy. Love or loyalty, most so separately. Love or loyalty, most so separately. Love or loyalty, most so separately. Concrete walls still carving out my effigy. Love or loyalty, most so separately. Love or loyalty, most so separately. Love or loyalty, most so separately. Concrete walls, cold cases, no faces, so baseless, bomb before the laces. Bass in the back, had them bully like it's Cambridge. Never had a range, man, I rode so many places. I still get anxious. Better yet, I'm trying to find a reason they keep telling me to be thankful. I can't leave when we just just getting started now. They told us about the kings and they watered down. Soon as he started painting, they call him an artist now. Connecting the dots, I see it, know it's all around. Smoking mirrors, I'm tripping, that's what you call a crown. I see through them, I keep moving my heart and ground. Look, I'm just another lost cause. Couple scars, see sitting low. Clothes like Senate cars, barely breaking the mold. It's cold, no, we've been involved. Barely holding on with no meaning like FMR. Backstab from the backseat. Yeah, casting a hero caught a wave like Max B. Swear we was all family till like last week. That's deep, they blowing smoke, it's hashish. Cash thieves, where they catch you in the Amazon. 1080 for the P, only when the cannon's on. Never really raised for the limelight. Watching the time, had time in my hindsight. Eyes in the scope, don't choke when it start calling. Life full of traps, double back when the jaw falling. I know how it goes, you still wanna play it. They call you underground, never call you underrated. Love or loyalty, most sold separately. Love or loyalty, most sold separately. Love or loyalty, most sold separately. Concrete walls still carving out my effigy. Love or loyalty, most sold separately. Love or loyalty, most sold separately. Love or loyalty, most sold separately. Concrete walls still carving out my effigy. Love or loyalty, most sold separately. Love or loyalty, most sold separately. Love or loyalty, most sold separately. Concrete walls. Love or loyalty, most sold separately. Love or loyalty, most sold separately. Love or loyalty, most sold separately. Concrete walls still carving out my effigy. Hey. That's one of my favorite ones, man. It's called Love or Loyalty. That's off the Thanks for Waiting album. I got 2 more songs for y'all. Kpfa, I appreciate you guys for tuning in, for real. This next song actually features one of my favorite people in the world. She's not here with me today, but big shout out to Alexandra, the author. If you don't know who she is, please support her, follow her. She sings on this song. She's not here right now, so I'm just gonna do it. I'm not gonna do her part, but yeah. This song's called Home, and it's just about like the feeling of being appreciated, being loved, being supported, being in places where you feel like you're safe and understood, you know? Yeah. Look, I'm home, headed back home. Put it in a song, cause I did it on my own. Wrote it down in stone for the days we alone. Shutting on my phone when the nights get cold. Yeah, I'm home, righting every wrong. To put it in a song, I've been fighting all along. Places that we've been, all the things that we known. People that we loved, all the love that we've blown. Yeah, I'm home, headed back home. To put it in a song, cause I did it on my own. Wrote it down in stone for the days we alone. And shutting on my phone when the nights get cold. Yeah, I'm home, righting every wrong. To put it in a song, I've been fighting all along. Places that we've been, all the things that we known. People that we loved, all the love that we blown. I remember when it started, we had bigger dreams. Now I look into the past, all I see is fiends fiending for a better life and some self-esteem. Etched into my lettering, they just wanna let it ring. From the city built with blocks full of concrete. For the people taking watch, trying to stop peace. For the times that they doubted till they got free. I wish that I could care more, but it's not me. I can only do what I can. So please don't cry if it doesn't go as planned. Cause I done lost friends because of who I am. And I spent time waiting just to try to understand. But birds of a feather probably holding Berettas, but let us inside. Really, we've been waiting to die, so don't tell me to be patient inside. Yeah, I really hate when you lie. Sometimes I look into the mirror like I'm scared of me. Sometimes I'm writing down these words like it's therapy. The devil on my shoulder, I don't think that he was there for me. No, I'm not lost, got a home. Yeah, I'm home, headed back home. Put it in a song, cause I did it on my own. Wrote it down in stone for the days we alone. And shutting on my phone when the nights get cold. Yeah, I'm home, righting every wrong. To put it in a song, I've been fighting all along. Places that we've been, all the things that we known. People that we loved, all the love that we blown. Yeah, I'm home, headed back home. To put it in a song, cause I did it on my own. Wrote it down in stone for the days we alone. Shutting on my phone when the nights get cold. Yeah, I'm home, righting every wrong. To put it in a song, I've been fighting all along. Places that we've been, all the things that we known. People that we loved, all the love that we've blown. Hey. It's one of my favorite songs, man. That song's called Home. It's featuring Alexander, the author. This next song, my last song, also features her as well. This song's called Let's Ride. It also features Jay Lately, super dope artist out of the Bay Area. My name is Alwa Gordon, Kpfa. Thank you guys so much. This is the song. I know, Sebastopol. Shout out Sebastopol, man. This song's called Let's Ride. Spend 20 on a tree, let's ride. Know my city getting high all night. And it doesn't make sense if we die. But I've been doing good outside. Spend 20 on a tree, let's ride. Know my city getting high all night. And it doesn't make sense if we die. But I've been doing good outside. Spent my life on the run, trying to be safe. A couple close calls and a couple close cases. When it might go, leave it all on the war field. Hanging up calls, still picking up more deals. Yeah, I'm on the run like a fire drill. Hit the tree, take a trip, and I'm flying well. Chase heaven and you might as well die in hell. I'd rather try, even if I try and fail. It's all good when you do your best. And being honest, I'm never too impressed. They couldn't see the dream even when they knew it's best. So I don't take it personal, I promise I don't stress. Look, Kpfa, this is the kind of song you just hit the highway and slide on, you know. One of those summer days with you and your best friends. You know what you tell them? 10, 20 on a tree, let's ride. Know my city getting high all night. And it doesn't make sense if we die. But I've been doing good outside. Spend 20 on a tree, let's ride. Know my city getting high all night. And it doesn't make sense if we die. But I've been doing good outside. Spend 20 on a tree, let's ride. Know my city getting high all night. And it doesn't make sense if we die. But I've been doing good outside. Spend 20 on a tree, let's ride. Know my city getting high all night. And it doesn't make sense if we die. I've been doing good, one more time, look. Spend 20 on a tree, let's ride. Know my city getting high all night. And it doesn't make sense if we die. But I've been doing good outside. Hey, Kpfa, thank you guys so much. Again, my name is Alwa Gordon. All these songs are off my album. Thanks for waiting. Kpfa, Bay Area. I will see you guys next time.
You're tuned in to Radio Café. On Radio Café.
All right. Falcon here. You are listening to or watching Radio Café at a Kpfa in Berkeley, California. And you just heard Alwa Gordon, who came all the way from Santa Cruz, and he brought in this chill kind of underground soulful vibe that was focused on love. So this is a good kind of vibe for this month, you know, February. Some of you might have maybe even been listening to Alwa Gordon when you took your special someone out, you know, a few weeks ago for Valentine's Day, if you happen to. Now, Alwa, he's been going around. Like yesterday, he was over in The Independent, I believe. Yeah. And you were on a podcast as well. So why don't you tell our listeners a little bit about what you've been up to, and then we can let them know who you are.
Yeah. Thank you so much, man. Shout out Kpfa as always. My name is Alwa Gordon. I'm from Santa Cruz, which is in California, if you didn't know, which is in the United States, if you didn't know that. And I just dropped an album called Thanks for Waiting. I've been on a small tour run, really just trying to get the music out there. I did a few shows in Los Angeles, one show in San Luis Obispo. This weekend, I hopped on my buddy's set at The Independent. We did a podcast this morning. I did a podcast the other morning. Before that, I was in Oakland earlier, and now I'm here in Santa Rosa or close to Sebastopol on Kpfa. And yeah, that's what we're doing, man. I think a big key for any artist is like once you have a good body of work, you have to travel and go places where people don't know who you are. Right? For me, I could play in Santa Cruz as much as I want, and I don't think that's really my goal. It's like, okay, great. Now's the time to get out into the world, and you kind of have to challenge yourself almost, right? Because you have people that don't know who you are yet, and they have like this moment of hesitation when you're on stage. You're like, I don't know, is he good? Okay, he's good, and now they rock with you. So that's what I'm up to.
Right. So, Alwa, as I was just saying before I jumped up here, you're coming through and bringing in something that kind of caught the ears of the younger generation, you know, Gen Z, so on and so forth. You've been able to make a name for yourself. I heard you even met Drake or something like that. I don't know if that's true or not, but you know, you've been doing stuff. Tell our listeners, how did you forge your way into hip hop? What brought you there? What kindled that? What started it? And how long have you been doing this now?
Yeah, thank you, man. So just to answer your question about meeting Drake, no, I didn't meet Drake. I think I know what you're referencing too. I made a post on Facebook. I was in Los Angeles, and sometimes I just say crazy, wild stuff, right, online, just, I don't know, to see who's gonna fall for it. And one of the things I said was, hey guys, I just met Drake in Calabasas, and he said I got a hit. And like the amount of people that commented were like, I knew it, man. I knew you would. I was like, bro, come on. And like a couple of people who know me very well were like, dude, come on, what are you doing? But I've been making music, I want to say since high school. Even before that, my dad is a drummer. So I think it's probably where I get a lot of my like musical talent from. But I started making music in high school with a group called Can't Stop Us. And originally we were all friends, and I was just writing poetry. And my best friend at the time was like, hey man, do you want to start a rap group? And I was just like, I mean, like, as long as we all stay friends, like it was more important for me to just like have a crew, right? I'm like, yeah, I'll rap, whatever. And that's how it started. It was a group called Can't Stop Us. And we rapped for a little while, and over time, people got older. People got more focused on other things. Some people got focused on family. Some just kind of really didn't feel like making music anymore. And throughout the years, I guess I just kept going, if that makes sense. In 2011, I dropped a mixtape called 11th Hour. And that got recognition from this label out in Las Vegas. They flew me out, and I got to work with this guy named Pooh Bear, who does a lot of writing for Justin Bieber. And I got to work with the Audibles, who are producers, a producer team. And we did 3 songs together. One of them features the guy from 112. I forget his name. So I did that, and I came back to Santa Cruz, and I was like, I'm the man. I did it. Like, this is it. And I didn't understand at that time that that's only a part of it, right? Like I kind of not gave up, but I just slowed down, right? And I was like, okay, I got it. I got the hits. I had a chance to then move to Vegas, which I decided not to do, which ultimately turned out to be the best thing, because after that, I had my daughter, right? So that was it right there. Yeah, I would not be the same without her. Shout out to Naya. I know she's somewhere listening or watching this. But after that, really focused on my craft a lot more. 2016, I started a independent record label called 88 Over Everything. So you might hear me say 88 in songs, or you see 88 Over Everything branding. And in 2019, I dropped the first project under that imprint. And then I just dropped a project called Thanks for Waiting under that imprint. So long story short, I've been making music for a while. Also, newer generation. I don't know if I'm part of the newer generation, I gotta be honest, because there's younger kids than me in the Santa Cruz area, like Ant Dog and Danny V, who I look at like the newer generation, and I'm like, man, these guys are coming up. So shout out to them.
People grow up, times change, scenes change. That's just kind of like a way the flow of the sea goes, especially being that close to the coast, man. So you just shouted out some folks you kind of respect in the Santa Cruz area. Why don't you tell our listeners maybe about who you've been working with now? Like, what projects do you have going on right now? What producers are you working with? And who are you trying to work with in the near future?
Yeah, so shout out to some of the, I'll call them younger generation. Ant Dog the Beast, I have a song with him that's gonna be a remix that we drop. Probably not anytime soon, but we are gonna drop that. Also, Danny V, he's an artist out of Watsonville, California. I feel like he's kind of the guy right now. Like, I mean, he's got a great voice. He's like, I think he could really do something. I probably want to work with him. And I produce all my own music. So I make beats as well. I started out as a producer, really. So as far as producers I want to work with, I don't think there's many out there, but I am working on a few projects. Alexander, the author, who is on a couple of my songs that I performed here tonight, that's really who I've been working with the most over the past year. Almost every show that I do, you can guarantee she's going to be there. So if you guys don't know who Alexander the Author is, one of the most talented singers that I've ever met. And I don't say that lightly. Like I know a lot of singers. I tried to get her to come out. She couldn't come out tonight. But she's amazing. But yeah, I'm really open to collaborating with anyone. I'm not necessarily looking for like a big artist, a little artist. As long as you have talent and as long as you're willing to put like time behind the song, time and dedication and like producing content around the song, then let's do it. Otherwise, like, I don't know, we can't work together.
Before we go, I do want you to maybe tell our listeners about what's coming next for you. If you have some shows lined up, if you have some singles that are about to drop, maybe some singles you just dropped, how can people find those? And how can people see you in person, aside from maybe those who tuned in here to Radio Café?
Yeah, thank you. Thank you guys so much. If you're watching or listening or, streaming this somewhere, it really means a lot. I just dropped a single called Sunsets in LA, which actually was really just influenced by my short time in LA and the couple days that I was there. It's a brand new single. I just dropped the project, Thanks for Waiting. I would say it's really one of my favorite projects, and it's kind of a way to sum up from 2020 to 2022. If you listen to that project in full, I think it'll just tell you like what I was doing during that time. But on social media, Instagram, Spotify, iTunes, YouTube, basically anywhere you consume content or music, it's all the same username. It's Alwa, A-L-W-A, Gordon, G-O-R-D-O-N. So that's Alwa, A-L-W-A, G-O-R-D-O-N. Yeah, that's it, man. Kpfa, thank you so much. I will be back. Oh, also you said about shows coming up, right? I forgot about that. So my next booked show that I can talk about is at the West Coast Function Fest in April of this year. I believe that's in Forestville. I believe it's somewhere up north over here. No way, what? All right, it's a 5-minute walk from here. We're going here after. Got it. Okay, perfect. That's perfect. Okay, so if you guys are listening to this and you're close to where we're filming, I will be back here in April for West Coast Function Fest. Hey.
And just so you know, we're out here in Sonoma County right now at the Arlene Francis Center, Community for the Arts. All right, so thank you very much. Tune in. Here we are. If you want to say one more thing, you can. If not, we're done, man. Let's go.
You're tuned in to Radio Café. On Radio
You are listening to Radio Café on Kpfa's 94.1 FM out of Berkeley. On the stage right now, we have Activate. Activate's gonna activate your ears and your rhythm and your overall good vibes in a few moments with some Santa Cruz hip hop. Alwa Gordon, who will also, if you just want to know, be another MC from Santa Cruz. So we're kind of highlighting Santa Cruz right now. But I'm going to turn this mic over to Activate, and that should activate his flow.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. My name is Activate, as he said, from Santa Cruz, California, coming up to get down on Kpfa radio. Always appreciative anytime somebody comes up and says, hey, would you be interested in doing some live music? Yes. Yes, I am. I am ready when you are. We sounded good. So this is off of the newest album, Terminal Velocity. Here we go. I'm I'm like a hitman, put him in a quicksand. This man getting paid to murder the mic. I'm like a hitman, put him in a quicksand. This man getting paid to murder the mic. I'm like a hitman, put him in a quicksand. This man getting paid to murder the mic. I'm like a hitman, put him in a quicksand. This man getting paid to murder the mic. I make the hits to get the plaque on the wall. The competition getting bounced like a basketball. I take him out to follow protocol, fish the windfall. You can take me serious, I'm not Steven Seagal. My duke in the enemy, my team is like a centipede. The reasoning of one mind, developing the remedy. The move to the next to get the cause and effect. Because I'm grooving on the mic, they need a Kpfa vest. A hurricane of shrapnel, retaliation doubtful. The consequences opposite of following my counsel. I'm pounding the pavement, deeper than your basement. Catching a draft from all the holes in your statement, erase it. To see the mission complete, I'm on the keyboard, tracking the marks, pressing delete. Gonna seek and destroy all the girls and boys not a part of the plan. They can't get in without a wristband. I'm like a hitman, put him in a quicksand. This man getting paid to murder the mic. I'm like a hitman, put him in a quicksand. This man getting paid to murder the mic. I'm like a hitman, put him in a quicksand. This man getting paid to murder the mic. Paid to murder the mic. Paid to murder the mic. I'm in the underground, fortify resistance. The hits come in different sounds, get down to business. The flick of the wrist is like lickety split. Terrorize the other side and now they flipping it to go back to where they came from. I can't even name them. A little bit of proper perspective, I hope they gain some. And if they don't, I put a rope around their throat until they choke and show potential. Learn the meaning of dope. Learn the meaning of dope. Learn the meaning of dope. One more time, my name is Activate. Bad Planet Music. Coming out of Santa Cruz, letting the beat ride until it comes right back in. I'm like a hitman, put him in a quicksand. This man getting paid to murder the mic. I'm like a hitman, put him in a quicksand. This man getting paid to murder the mic. Gotta drop the ball to playing the game. We need to cut off the head of the beast to shut off the brain. You need a microphone to back the vote. Empty like a Diet Coke, a dirty isotope. I'm like a dope man, crush it like a Coke can. Distribution of hits, call me the snowman. I got the wits and the sound for the underground chemistry kit. Making legit beats that hit hard like a Cuban cigar. Get you into hyperspace like a Captain Picard. I'm taking debit cash or credit cards for these activated seminars. Trying to snatch these bars, cement the memoirs. I'm on the rope, platinum unfathomable. All the mistakes get you taken down the rabbit hole. Seeing the faces of the souls, I'm taking them like a hitman. Aiming it straight without a kickstand. I'm like a hitman, push him in the quicksand. This man getting paid to murder the mic. I'm like a hitman, put him in the quicksand. This man getting paid to murder the mic. I'm like a hitman, put him in the quicksand. This man getting paid to murder the mic. I'm like a hitman, put him in the quicksand. This man getting paid to murder the mic. Ooh, that beat comes in quick. It's all good, we're good, let's roll. Swiftly invaded, impression sophisticated. I take turns between the cool and the burn. As a rule, I learn not to show my concerns. Got losing one hand to the mic and the other hand. I take the high road, but a duck under the low bridge. Not for the showbiz, not for the kids. That's how we do it, that's how it is. Not for the cops, not for the citizens, not for the ends I talk. Not for the atheists, but definitely not for the Christians. Or the instinctive animalistic thinking. I'm drinking all the vitamins and the minerals with the medicine. I'm better than the veterans that are doped up on a veteran. All the teens that are popping pills with unrelated doctor bills. I do it for the music. Watch me prove it. Amateurs abuse it. The epidemic embedded in the systemic message resonating till I'm addicted. Get it, got it good. I've said it the best you ever could. You want to get the party hot? We got you covered. The Kpfa. You want some to get the party hot? We got you covered. Activate. You want some to get the party hot? We got you covered. You want some to get the party hot? We got you covered. Remember never to be the black sheep in a world of bleach. Unless your venomous bite is in sight and seek it. Is sedimentary season is long gone like escape con. No room for bygones, better clamp down like Python. The lights are on but nobody's home to play it like a xylophone. You're knocked out in the first round just after the bell sound. That's the way the enemy plays, faster than the company's paying off the politicians while they're jockeying for new positions. Listening to all the options and the possibilities presented in front of me. I'm taking the best that I do believe that I ride the crest of the past the test. I let the numbers manifest. I clean up the mess and then I place the best. Activate, conjugate, cut your losses, walk away. Ends the days I praise and amazement, token broken down on the basement, soaking the flames. I'm making a statement, joking around, I never get famous. That's the way the story drops. Hip hop and it don't stop. You want the dish to get the party hot? We got you covered. You want the dish to get the party hot? We got you covered. You want to get the party hot? We got you covered. You want to get the party hot? We got you covered. 2 tracks down and nobody's died. This is good. Ooh, I've never done this one live before, so we'll see how this goes. A little, maybe, is it okay for me to be a little bit nervous? I haven't, I think I'll be all right. I'll be fine. I'm making a list of the names of the places, booking the dates, and I'm off to the races. Walking my way to the top of the stage, and I'm rocking the mic on a regular basis. I'm taking a minute to listen, I'm making the beats like a mathematician. I'm breaking it down to a lesson division, cause most of the people to know what they're missing. The bad planet family up in the galaxy. Lyrical mastery, racket casualties. That's blasphemy to think nationally. Broadcasted MCs are the best, but they shouldn't be listening to the radio or the television. And the opposition of the media mission, they dumbing it down like a pediatrician. I follow the rhythm and ride all the way up to the top, and I try to keep on humbling. All the haters wanna get it, but they keep on stumbling. Gotta let it develop and then I get it to the studio. Got a dangerous mind like Coolio. Now that everything is beautiful, got the fingernails down to the cuticle. From the outside, while they try to take mine, this is my game, activated by the bass line. It's time to face the music. You don't deserve the credit. You want my respect? How about you come and get it? From the outside, while they try to take mine, they know they can't be me, producer MC. It's time to face the music. You don't deserve the credit. They want my respect. How about you come and get it? Put in the work and you get the respect. I debated the best and deflated the worst, and I waited and waited again and again. Then I picked up a pen just to write up a verse, and I'm spending a little bit of time in the process. My competition is a hot mess, making it positive like an orthodontist, getting me mug even though it's not a contest. I'm phasing the praise for the MCs, calibrated both friends and enemies. Even the haters that are better than me, they get a round of applause indiscriminately. Back in the bag and it's back to the lab, increasing the rate like a taxi cab. Don't get too close to get grabbed. My tongue is bladed and might get stabbed. Nobody noticed the motives, the diagnosis, explosive. The psychosis approaches the close of symbiosis. It's been a cascade of the bad days. Could have met me halfway to the masquerade to get cast away, and the haters end up in a mass grave. From the outside, while they try to take mine, this is my game, activated by the bass line. It's time to face the music. You don't deserve the credit. You want my respect? How about you come and get it? From the outside, while they try to take mine, they know they can't be me, producer MC. It's time to face the music. You don't deserve the credit. You want my respect? How about you come and get it? You wanna be an MC, but you can't believe all the hype and the gravity becomes a vanity, becomes a tragedy, and the sweet turns into a cavity. Rapidly, I'm on a path that I badly wanna get a better kind of strategy, so I gladly put in the work, and then it might be better than a minute with Aphrodite. Too many other rappers can't get past the first chapter. I know they can read, but they won't concede. Just a puppet serving a master. These actors, disasters, blown off stage by the laughter. I'm moving away like a tractor against the banners up in the rafters. Right at the top, and I can't be stopped on a mission to quit. The mic that I drop, and I'm pissing them off, and they're kicking the rocks that I'm climbing. Take another big step like a giant, pressurized like a diamond. Chiropractic, put them in alignment, or take them out like an old appliance. I'm flicking the wrist and I'm dropping the science. From the outside, while they try to take mine, this is my game, activated by the bass line. It's time to face the music. You don't deserve the credit. You want my respect? How about you come and get it? From the outside, while they try to take mine, they know they can't be me, producer MC. It's time to face the music. They don't deserve the credit. You want my respect? How about you come and get it? Come and get it. It's getting warm in here now that I'm getting all warmed up. I got a few more for you, if you don't mind. Hey, there's another one. Let's go ahead and do it. gonna make it in the wasteland. A little more sophisticated than a caveman. It's difficult to change up the game plan. Agree to put it to a vote and then we shake hands. I wanna like what I see, but I don't wanna be talking hypocrisy, make believe apologies. I got a policy to keep up the quality. That's the task if I wanna last. I wanna bask in the light of the improbable sight. Maybe impossible to make a living, killing the mic can be a blast. I'm glad I had a reason to ask. If in the flash I'll be making the money without a ski mask. I'm never packing a gad, I'm analyzing the stats. And my stock is on the incline path, like a rock being thrown. If they're sitting without a backbone, they can't retaliate without a trace. I'm like a track phone. I'm in a race that I don't wanna be running, but if I wanna be something, I gotta be back to the moon. But there's a little bit of gravity. They listen to my music and it charges up the batteries. I got a lot of recruits that wanna cut loose. I get them ready to jump without a parachute. You wanna activate a battle in the sound booth? Not unless you wanna get frosted like a prostitute. Is that the best they could do in the sound booth? I think they had it confused. It ain't a bathroom, digging through the bag of trash. It's like a raccoon. The only type of work they do is like a vacuum. Is that the best they could do in the sound booth? I think they had it confused. It ain't a bathroom, digging through the bag of trash. Just like a raccoon. The only type of work they do is like a vacuum. I'm just a guy with maybe too much pride. Never wanna comply just to get by. They wanna push me to the side, but it won't fly. Killing the vibe, get buried in the hillside. I'm like the rising of tides and the crashing of waves. I don't need to behave, I'm not trying to be saved. I'm not a freeway that needs to be paved. So don't try to follow me, I'm not leading the way yet. Take a step back, you don't need to get that close, or you're gonna get roasted by my jetpack. Posted with my back to the basket, I'm attacking the rack as if my name was Shaq. I'm passing out caskets. And when this age activates, it's not a safe place for the haters that fake. They're gonna get erased. Face the project, they're digging on the content. They haven't even listened to the finish of the song yet. I'm not Yosemite Sam, I've got a gun in my hand, but I'm a one-man band. I got a whoop-ass can, I got a reason to stand. I got a legion of fans, and I develop the goods like I'm the pizza man. And I can do it without a major record deal. Never need to stray from the way that I feel, and I don't wanna drown, so I'm keeping it real. And I'm ripping on the clowns while they slipping on banana peels. Is that the best they could do in the sound booth? I think they had it confused. It ain't a bathroom, digging through the bag of trash. Just like a raccoon, the only type of work they do is like a vacuum. Is that the best they could do in the sound booth? I think they had it confused. It ain't a bathroom, digging through the bag of trash. Just like a raccoon, the only type of work they do is like a vacuum. The only type of work they do is like a vacuum. Oh. How's everybody feeling? Yeah. Energy waves from a little brigade. We like the red elephant children entering the phase where they're feathering the new hype, the sealing the mic, they're getting loud like the ladies when I'm like in the pipe. Another day, another sheep strays to the melting pot. All their brain gets baked just like a tater tot. I'm making the sale, I'm like a hammer to nails. I make the precise decisions, I wanna miss you for tail. If you liking my style, then check my profile. Delivering its verse while I'm rocking the crowd. I'm fanning the flame, and if you knew, you do the same. Tame in this wasteland, I'm just a mailman. I pass the word, the noun to verbs. And if you want a clear vision, don't listen to the little birds. I'm pounding away. I wrote this on a Thursday, moving and groove you down like it's a birthday. Recognition, but the last thing I'm looking for, I'm on a mission. All these thoughts knocking on my door, I can't be missing. Especially if it's new to me, cause opportunity is only talking when you listen. Recognition's about the last thing I'm looking for, I'm on a mission. All these thoughts knocking on my door, I can't be missing. Especially if it's new to me, cause opportunity only knocks. I cut the red tape and ride away. A higher mindset of thinking the last laugh, to thinking the ceiling, my fate to blast off. I'll do some damage like an aftershock. The mind games even higher than an astronaut. I've thought a lot about my place in the race to death. Take my cap off like Isaac Asimov. Do all the scientific, prolific individuals test in the water, ever cynical. The rest of the plan field, praying for a record deal, claiming they're the best. They sip it like banana peels. I'll be the light of the definitive entity, blessing me to feed the flame. The same remedy as keeping the cause alive. We gotta be triggering the rhythm till we stone cold paralyzed. Don't bother asking the size of my casket. Just tell them I'm going to hell in a handbasket. Recognition, but the last thing I'm looking for, I'm on a mission. All these thoughts knocking on my door, I can't be missing. Especially if it's new to me, cause opportunity is only talking when you listen. Recognition's but the last thing I'm looking for, I'm on a mission. All these thoughts knocking on my door, I can't be missing. Especially if it's new to me, cause opportunity is only talking when you listen. Do I have one more? That might have been, excuse me. Oh, goodness. Oh, I do have one more. Or maybe even two. I don't know. I'm not paying attention. Just living in the moment. A standing ovation, I've never seen it. Of an MC who couldn't bring it. He hands the mic to the vocal track that he plays over the PA that he can't even back. Better get out the way, cause I'm coming full force like a blowtorch, blazing the stage like a Trojan horse. When it rains it pours, I got no remorse. You got skills no better than a frozen corpse. Stick a fork in the competition like a piston, repeatedly jockey in position, living like a phantom in the night. Dreams built with pipes, sharp as a putty knife, bitter like an ex-wife. So fat like a panel of sheetrock, but still try to get it, showing off like a peacock. One mic, one flow, one word, and that's all I need to know. One mic, one word, that's all it took for me to be sure. One mic, one word, no need for any more sheep to be heard. One mic, one word, better take the vaccine and find a cure. One mic, one word, I'm on the stage. Venomous like a snake bite, that's just not what hip-hop should taste like. I play like I got everything to lose, keep my game cool, give a frostbite to an igloo. I bet it's true that I be rapping in the afterlife, satisfy my appetite, dropping it like a half-pipe, confident, bright as a flashlight. Make no mistake, you get erased like graphite, eradicate. I take a bite of the competition, burn them like a steak, or make them melt like an ice cream cake. I don't wanna be the guy that'll seal their fate, I'm the trying to prove the posture, make them stand up straight. I can't wait for the day that they shake loose and catch on. Call them out, they keep complaining they need a tampon. They like a 2 or nothing made by Snap-on. Not guaranteed for life, they're gonna pass on. One mic, one word, that's all it took for me to be sure. One mic, one word, no need for any more sheep to be heard. One mic, one word, better take the vaccine to find a cure. One mic, one word, I'm on the stage. True hip-hop saves the day. If that is the last one, that's a good one to wrap up on. True hip-hop saves the day. Doesn't everybody agree? Do I have more? They just keep coming. I've got a bunch of these songs that I've never done before, so it's like I'm having a hard time trying to get a feel for how long I've even been up here. Oh yeah. Yes. Well, is this the last one? Do we know? Dang! You can change all the rules of the game I play, but they're never gonna be the same. And the fuse gets lit with a flame and it's coming equipped with a bang. You can change all the rules of the game I play, but they're never gonna be the same. And the fuse gets lit with a flame and it's coming equipped with a bang. Give it what the people need, they got a real bad tendency. They believe whatever they refeed, and the hype and the might, but the type that leads to the next seeds. I got the vaccine, got a team and a philosophy, and if you want to be a part, well, possibly. Only 1 in a million win the lottery. It's got a lot of people thinking about a robbery. Breaking in the mind of the people, the masses, ready for the test, and I'm racking the classes, racking the brains for the matter of fact. But it goes to smoke like a packet of matches. A big flash and reduced to ashes. Flat lie, get the shovel in the plastic, digging at the bottom in the middle of the madness. Pondering to put my pen to the canvas. I'm thinking it's a stroke of genius, even reading this. It might just be a thesis, intravenous, intellect increases. Who's the rapper that keeps it the cleanest? Activate, they congregate when I'm playing a game of chess, hollering checkmate. I never need to medicate, I want to levitate a better rated, never hyperventilate a bit. I'm dedicated to the craft, hip-hop and rap, taking notes that are better than a photograph. When they took a look back to the past, it's gonna be sad that if I got an autograph. Change all the rules of the game I play, but they're never gonna be the same. And the fuse gets lit with a flame and it's coming equipped with a bang. I'm seeing the reason for being the deemable. Devils and advocates play for the hell of it, not for the relevant, not too intelligent. Taking the medicine, negative benefits. Pause, think of it now, make it deposit, but never allowed. A logical thought, I decided to not follow the plot. Then I set up a shop, built up a desk and I pulled up a chair. I'm banging the beats and I'm walking on air, thinking out loud, creating a cloud, making it rain and it covers the crowd. Never believed that he'd go undefeated, but then he proceeded to pick up the pieces, deleted the weeds, and he planted the seeds, and he covered the wheels with a bucket of grease, and he thought outside of the box like a man possessed, and presented with a paradox. 3 points, triceratops that are brighter than a brand new pair of socks. Does he talk about it, walk about it? Does he throw a tantrum, programs about it? What road did he roll? Did he live the most outfit both days in the snow when he thought of it? If you're gonna listen radio, then you're gonna find out that it's not the way to go. If you want the content original, you gotta download Activated Digital. You gotta download Activate in digital. You can change All the rules of the game I play, but they're never gonna be the same. And the fuse gets lit with a flame, and it's coming equipped with a bang. You can change all the rules of the game I play, but they're never gonna be the same. And the fuse gets lit with a flame, and it's coming equipped with a bang. You can change all the rules of the game I play, but they're never gonna be the same. And the fuse gets lit with a flame, and it's coming equipped with a bang. You can change all the rules of the game I play, but they're never gonna be the same. And the fuse gets lit with a flame, and it's coming equipped with a bang. There's a couple of hiccups in there, you guys. Ugh. Oh, that's not fun. That doesn't feel good. You know what I'm saying? No, it'd be nice if I could actually blame them on actual hiccups, you know? But sometimes your tongue just gets a little out of order. You gotta find your spot again. You know? You just gotta bring it back as best you can. Oh yeah, this is usually with MCG, the source, from Bad Planet Music. He couldn't make it tonight, so I'm gonna do it by myself if you don't mind. What you say to me? I ain't afraid to plead. I'd be happy to leave, but I won't concede it. Don't like your tone of voice, don't like your word choice. Plan of attack is talking back until I'm unemployed. I get a new job, you better make way. Get MC producing more goods in a safe way. I pay attention to detail, I'm on alert. Let me do it my way, the body gets hurt. I flirt with the 10 commandments, but I can't see the rest of my beliefs in agnostic priests. I take a little of this and that, and then I study a little at least a piece to get to the facts. At times I counterattack, sometimes I gotta relax. At the end of the day, gotta maximize my potential. Stick to my plan and follow most of the rules, but no, I'm not a yes man. I know the rules, but I like to abide by the ones that I like, the ones I think that I write. I divide from right to left, top to bottom. I get 25% of the quadrant. 1/4 of the element are rendered irrelevant. Developing the medicine that's bigger than Leviathan. It might have been the glycogen, it might have been the sleight of hand. Energy or trickery ejected like some collagen. Call a friend if you can defend yourself. Train like a black belt. The top shelf is the place that makes you face fears, erase the hate, painted by the color of the city to make. Or they red or green, they stand in Ponzi scheme. Take your talent to the next spot and follow your dreams. I got a mic in my hand, hope you understand. I follow most of the rules, but no, I'm not a yes man. I'm not a yes man. Sometimes I follow the rules, but you know. I don't wanna listen to the talking heads. I don't wanna fold, I don't wanna be misled. No, I'm not a yes man. I follow most of the rules, but no, I'm not a yes man. I don't wanna listen to the talking heads. I don't wanna pipe down, so I'll say it again. No, I'm not a yes man. I follow most of the rules, but no, I'm not a yes man. But my name is Activate, Bad Planet Music, Santa Cruz, California. I think that's a wrap for my set this evening. Shout out to Kpfa.
You're tuned in to Radio Café.
What else do you guys need from me? Ooh.
All right, listeners, you just heard Activate.
Café.
Activate coming all the way out of Santa Cruz, California, all the way to Santa Rosa here at the Arlene Francis Center, which is a good, 2.5, 3 hours north of Santa Cruz. So we got to say thank you to Activate for activating our listeners right now. So I'm going to ask Activate a few questions right now. Tell us about yourself, Activate. Who are you? Where'd your music come from?
Well, my name is Jeremy, and I like to rap. Born and raised Santa Cruz, California. We got another in the crowd, Alwa Gordon, shout out. I'm just a regular guy that just likes to make rap music. I heard rap music in maybe junior high or so. Just totally dug it. And once I met up with the vocabulator, VTech, Scotty, down in Santa Cruz, along with the Bad Planet guys, when we met up in high school, they had a vibe. You guys, SMF, anybody who doesn't know, act like you know. I just like making music that I think is dope. If nobody else likes it, that sucks. But I have influence. influences, rather. Wu-Tang Clan, Redman, Outkast, probably my biggest 3 influences, but like I wouldn't say that my music sounds like them, but that's very nice of you, sir. But yeah, that's pretty much my upbringing story. I'm a personal trainer by trade. That helps me pay the bills. But if I could make a living doing music, that would be super awesome.
I heard you have an album. It just dropped. Tell our listeners, what's the name of this album? How can they find it?
The most recent album is called Terminal Velocity. It is my 3rd, let's call it official album. I've made a number of albums over the years since 2002 or so that were kind of just like thrown together compilations of songs. But in the last 3 years, each of the last 3 first of the year, I've dropped an album. Terminal Velocity is currently the one that it is. And you can, any social media places, you can get me at Activate BPM. That is all one word, Activate BPM, as in Bad Planet Music or beats per minute. Mostly where I send people is either my YouTube channel under Activate BPM, or they can, if they're interested in actually purchasing music, they can find me at Bandcamp on Activate BPM.
All right, now, listeners might not know, but you used to have a different name. Tell us what activated your mind to switch from something that was just in your face to Activate. That was in a good way. I'm actually making a pun right there that some listeners might get.
Yeah, so my original rap name was Homeboy Face. That probably led through, gosh, when did I make the switch? I'm gonna say maybe 2006 or so. So maybe like the first 4 years that I was rapping, I was with Scotty, VTech, the vocabulator. Dominant Intelligence was the crew name for me and the vocabulator. And we were talking about some Wu-Tang tracks that, that was both of our favorite jams. And we were talking about Ghostface Killah and how cool it would be if one of his album, I don't remember if it was actually an album cover or if it would just be cool if it was an album cover, if it was a hologram. So you saw a dude's face and then you turn it and it was like a ghost face, and then you turn it back, it was just a regular face, and then it was and then it was just Homeboy's face, and Scott was like, "That's it," and I was like, "What are you talking about?" And I was like, he said, "That Homeboy Face, that's it." So I thought it was a cool name, so I went ahead and rolled with it, but it didn't really have any like thought process behind it. And the more I got into music, the more I started thinking about it. And I was like, if I'm gonna make a change, you gotta make it sooner than later, so that hopefully it sticks over time. And along with my interest in athletics and just being a personal trainer, I just thought it just made so much sense. Activate is something, somebody takes action, and is physical in my job and my hobbies, and just in general, I just think activate is a good action word, and I dig it. And other people have been like, Homeboy Face is pretty cool, but I like Activate too.
And the logo, I see the eye, but I also see the power button, like it's activating. Where'd that logo come from? Who did that?
I kind of don't want to give this out, but I'm going to anyway. Perhaps you guys have heard of a website called Fiverr, Fiverr.com. It's just a contracting site. It's like a broker where there's all sorts of different services. If you need a bass line played for your track, you just go on there, you look through the database of all the different bass players or trumpet players or singers, or you need a website design or t-shirt design. And so I basically found somebody that I liked a lot of their design work, and I gave them a previous design that I had done myself and said, like, this is kind of generally what I want. And they ended up just taking, I knew I wanted the Activate, and I wanted there to be some sort of an eye with the power button. I just thought that was a cool idea. And they ended up, a number of iterations, and then this is the one that ended up sticking. And if you go onto either Bandcamp or YouTube, Activate BPM, you'll probably come across the album cover for Terminal Velocity, which is another different iteration of the Power Button Activate logo.
All right, so is there any plans for the near future? What's coming up next for Activate?
Shows. So many shows. An unbelievable number of shows. I don't actually have any of them lined up, but that's kind of the plan. The last 3 years, I dropped an hour album on the 1st of 2021, an hour album on the 1st of 2022. I've now dropped an hour album on the 1st of 2023. I don't know when the next one, I mean, the clear succession would seem to indicate 2024, but I'm totally a studio guy. I'm not the big, it's a bit of a challenge for me to get out and shake hands and introduce myself and mix it up with people. So this year for me, for like personal growth, if nothing else, is to get out and actually try to interact with people more, try to network more. And I've done a lot of shows over the years, but I definitely want to see, can I make this be one of the years that I've done, the most shows that I've done in any other previous year. So that's the biggest goal for me, is just how many shows can I pull off in 1 year.
Now, one last question before you go. Is there anybody you want to shout out, or is there anything else you want to let listeners know? Anything you want to plug?
On Radio Café.
Oh boy, on the spot. I because there's so many that I could list. I'll keep it short and simple. Certainly MCG The Source, Caliber, SMF, Cheebs, the Bad Planet family, crew, Bad Planet Music, VTech, the vocabulator guy that I originally got started with music back in the day, and Rachel Fader, shout out. Rachel Fader, shout out. That's about it. Yeah.
Thank you very much. All right, let's give it up for Activate.